I'm doing timewave 0 update, and the date I'm looking at is going to be October 18th of this year. And ironically enough, FEMA has a earthquake drill on October 18th nationwide, and a couple other countries are taking place in it too. And you know how they like to make drills go live, and earthquakes, that covers a lot of ground. You're talking infrastructure damage, mass casualties, you know, roadways being cut down, power grid failure. But you know, the government website just makes it sound all nice and peachy.
So we just want the children to prepare by getting underneath their desks and stop, dropping, and rolling when they catch on fire.
So, you know, why bother, you know what I mean? I should just show them a video. Isn't that cheaper? And I get like millions of people partaking in this stuff. But anyway, the 18th. Is the 18th, right about here. Okay? Now, anybody who doesn't know anything about this timewave 0 graph, go check out Terrence McKenna's stuff on timewave 0. And just basically, this graph, if you start back, you know, years ago, the graph took place over the course of thousands of years. It gets to a certain point, restarts, and it gets shrunken down to a much shorter period of time. So for instance, the graph we're looking at right now starts at August of 2012 and ends December 19th of 2012. And this graph starts again on December 19th, 2012, and only runs for 2 days, because this graph ends completely on December 21st, 2012, supposedly. But anyway, so you can resonate this thing back to see where it starts off from before. And Terrence McKenna said that this graph represents the thoughts in the matrix. So therefore, they're not your thoughts, they're the thoughts. Now, this is occult science, so, you know, I can only take it for what it is. I really don't. Whatever, I'm doing. Here it is, the 18th. Now you resonate back what happened there. September 11th attacks. Okay? That's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting. And the bottom point, ironically enough, really, it doesn't, there's no significant event except that China is introduced as a major trading partner, a permanent trading status with the United States. Pakistan and India almost go to war, which would probably go nuclear, because they're both nuclear powers, and Pakistan's much smaller and India's much larger. But the hatred is mutual. But anyway, going back to this spot right here. Now you resonate back one more time. You got 1290 AD. And what happened there is the Christians finally got kicked out of Jerusalem by Islam, and they got sent on their merry way home. It's kind of interesting because you think about it. The Catholic Church, you know, started the Crusades, and you know, the Inquisition pretty much started around that time, probably a little after, and it kind of justified it. The Inquisition's justified their crusade. You know, kind of like 9/11 justified their crusade against terrorism, you know? But anyway, when you get down to this point, right around this low point, 1306, 1307, that's when the King of France declares the Knights Templar heretics, and, you know, they steal all their treasure and knowledge. Well, it doesn't say that in the history books, but you know they got it. And, yeah, they outcast them. They sent the Jews out of France at the same time, the same king. So that's kind of interesting. I guess, you know, they have no water fights. So yeah, now they're going to look at their people like, well, I guess they had 10 years to fester too, because they had no water fight. But anyway, just figured I throw that in there for you. So this way, you know, if something happens on the 18th, maybe this graph has something to it. And if not, who cares? Not me. Adios.